Things like an IQ can be brought along, but so many teams would tell you these days that with the IQ, it just isn't worth dropping away that 5th operator slot, especially given that one big focus on trying to get this kitchen hatch opened up. You got Psycho playing on the downstairs, C4 in hand, looking for Katsang, who does get caught up on the C4.
And underneath, and he took full advantage of that, and it's not always easy to hit that Nitro, but Courted, he manages to find a very late trade with a headshot onto Psycho, shutting him down underneath the kitchen hatch, leaving us 4 versus pressure onto the smoke here. Kamikaze playing inside a dirt tunnel. He's essential in stopping a plant going down. Muzi finds Rin, Courted just to find Pino, but the spot out or the easiest shot to take. He's just going to bide his time and wait for a better opportunity. Courted getting this wall open nice and early inside of 50 seconds, but
talk about that kind of cash hole and what it does towards the south balcony side. Again, the Frostmat's the one to wonder out for. The multi-point
a lot of damage off Woogie. Coming into the final minute, Damwon Kia looking to push in towards site here without any kills. Pushing into the 5. He's just holding down logistics hatch. Julio looking to get mobile here and provide some cover. Exactly what he does. Kill onto Katsang, but Rin finds one jumping in through the window. Shut down by Julio. It's all about him. Kamikaze finds one. Julio again. Could be a third on the round. It is. Can he find a 4K? No. Just going to dip away, but it's all up to Woogie Man. Low health diffuser. One on Rin who hopped in the window. I think they were just hoping to create a distraction, like if we push in Hot Tub now from the backside, but absolutely not. You're not going to catch NIP out so easily.
Funny as we talk about this, by the way, I've just seen
NIP quite well spread out here. They've got 2 in the garage, 2 on the construction side, so they're not wanting to allow anything easy. That window now, as Pino comes for a second attempt, he's not going to catch the man. And there might have been a tickle of damage onto Woogie Man there. No, not at all. I thought there might have been 2 or 3 HP chipped off, but absolutely not. 2 attempts go in, and 2 attempts will fail.
The Q comes in from the smoke is the big one, not the smoke, sorry, the Monty is the big one. Kind of curious why, when they've got an ace and a thermite as well, they're still bringing the Heartbreak gadget along on him rather than, say, leaning in towards the smokes. But that's the call they've got. Got the man down on the catwalk, and the Katsang strikes in. He's on the prowl. This kitty cat gets the claws out and sinks them into Muzi. A double kill for Julio coming in. Katsang finding his second of the round with a pistol in hand. Rin, another one too. Turns out the Monty might have been the answer they were sorely seeking after race. 60 seconds still remaining. Pino, the last man standing.
You did have to wonder when Julio got that step out kill whether NIP were going to turn the floor in this round, but Damwon Kia just finding the aggression at the right time. Rin steps out, better performance so far than we saw at the beginning of the day, getting a nice kill onto Pino to finish things off there, and that's moved around the opposite way. And you're absolutely right in what you're saying, Des, you know, and against the team on angle, they're just going to take the gunfights all day. They're absolutely not concerned about that. What you need
coming from this angle or something else is going on somewhere that I need to think of that comes in. It's a good way to kind of wage star catch. Coated, I think, inside of the lobby as well, inside the bar, sorry. And also being opened up, so good work being done by Damwon. The 2 open lines of sight. We've seen this before, used like Sledge. Courted, he's going to get in and get out of there after that Nitro kill last time around. They don't pull angles. I mean, they do have the Sledge on hand, but the reason that they're doing this is they don't want to lose somebody to a Nitro, Des, and instead of go for a couple of kills. Great nade. If that had bounced through, that potentially could have caught a couple, but no. Looking at it instead, there was an ADS just inside, so maybe it would have kept them alive in that instance. Here's Woogie at the bottom, finds yet another 2 kills coming in for Damwon to bounce it back, but the clock waits for no one. 10 seconds on the clock, and Woogie in a bit of a panic. He's moving forwards. They drop down to look for a plant on the in this spot, but there is one playing inside of dirt. The challenge comes through. Where's the help from the other members of NIP? There's only Kamikaze left to help out here. Woogie finds one. Yes, the last. Damwon do win the round, and for NIP there, I feel like they let that one go, Tim.
I think left rather than what we're looking at with a full 5. Give yourself the opportunity.
Kind of rotating between the 3 hard breaches, which I find really interesting because a lot of teams will tend to just stick by the same 2 across the whole map, and in some cases I lean more towards the Japanese ones and the Korean ones, admittedly, but the Japanese teams, especially in APAC North, lean towards
3 as well, which was a round that they were able to go on and win, so they'll be looking to use that man advantage here again. They've also taken away the alibi. Kamikaze coming in, trying to catch Pino out. He's just keeping himself close to the wall for the time being. It bounces off. The damage goes into the shower and not into the man. Psycho finds the kill onto Rin, but they do manage to shut down Pino. Psycho's getting super aggressive here. Desi's going to go for it. He takes the peek. He misses his shot.
Now it's going to come down to a straight-up gunfight. It's about the aggression and the push-in coming from Damwon Kia.
Muzi not wanting to shoot the drone out, and it was a good decision. It kept him quiet, kept his position. Unknown Psycho manages to trade out Corton, who found the kill onto Julio. Katsang has no opportunity to get in here, and he does so. He's going to get the kill onto Psycho, who gets caught out on the cams very late in the round. This player's dead. Why is he on the cams? Yes, he's going to get in there, start getting the diffuser down. It's all down to Muzi, but Shung is there. Imagine that game if Damwon Kia have picked up the win here. That's going to be absolutely massive, because NIP are looking for points. Site that they managed to win back in round, and they're going extremely well. This is time for NIP to do something about this. Last time there was a few silly challenges from NIP. Pino stepping right out into that corridor and leaving himself exposed was a little bit of a catalyst within the round. So I want to see NIP just play this a little smarter. There we go. Nice and smart from Muzi as he gets that opener. He's going to get himself a second, and he certainly does.
I'm not sure what Rin's plan was there, or what on earth he was aiming to get. I don't know if he dropped the shield down or something like that, but that's one of the ones you look at and think, surely Katsang backing away should have been able to. Not quite to be the case. Coach is the last man left alive. He's not long for this world.
And Corted on the top floor. So NIP
to blue, for example. We have seen some teams making good deployed by the defending team. I like it. They've been prepared and making sure they've got the answer.
Yash just opening up the vertical angle into kitchen there, looking to maybe prevent a little bit of access into site. We've talked about that drop. He-Man's going to take some damage from somewhere. I'm going to guess that's inside a dirt tunnel, because it looks like Kamikaze is playing over in that direction with Pino. So they've managed to take Woogie Man down, and there's a decision for Damwon Kia to make here, Des. Is this time to fall back to site?
Bomb located by
I think at this point, when you've burnt through 2 minutes and you kept most of your players alive, got a kill, yep, good time to head away. Muzi has been finished off, so even more reason here to be playing it more passively. Pino looking to push his way through dirt, finds a wonderful shot onto Katsang, who steps out for a swing. And now that's going to be the sign they need. You hear the sound of those Banshees going off face. That's your go-to point, the challenge. Julio managing to shut down Rin upstairs. A 3 versus 2. NIP with the numbers advantage, but can they clear off the last man or two? You got Mozzie playing on the downstairs, the nade coming through. Bit of a run away for both sides as they've run away from the exploding time bomb on the ground. Kamikaze finding one. Yes, in a 1 versus 3. Plant going down. I'm pretty much sure, Ace, there should be no way back into this round for him. But we've seen the kind of clutches that Yas can pull off. But against the world champions, not too sure about that one.
Takes a beautiful shot onto Julio to start things off, though. 1v2. He's got about 30 seconds to find these second 2 kills. He knows there's a man playing boxers. Finds the kill. 1v1. Yas is low health, don't forget. This all comes down to Kamikaze. He's the support man, but he finds...
Going on outside.
Julio just getting to work with the Maverick on that hard reinforcement. We can see the wall is now soft. Will start to be opened up. Muzi's on hand, but shots are being taken through. Yas is actually going to be downed inside of there. I think it's on the garage catwalk. Manages to crawl to safety, but very unlikely that he's going to be picked up. Muzi doing everything he can to try and confirm the kill there. He gets the explosive grenade in, and it's going to be Julio ultimately with the actual frag grenade that manages to find that kill. Opening things up onto Yas and giving NIP the advantage.
This is cheeky as well as it's being opened up behind him. He's really gone for a sprint in, praying that no one was on the breach. The big question is, do these guys know that he's pushed his way in?
Rin needs to be very careful here. I'm not sure if he's aware that Psycho's playing underneath, and one false step here, one mistake is going to leave him exposed. But look at how he survives. Psycho gets flashed out by his own team and can't hit the shot. So Rin lives to fight another day. That is a serious piece of luck for Damwon Kia, as they managed to get a couple of kills as well onto Pino and Muzi. And that leaves us now in a 4 versus 3 in favour of Damwon Kia.
35 seconds to play with as well. Isn't a ton of time. Look how much time Rin has wasted up here as well. Oh my god, the step up and finds one. Does finally get traded back out, but Rin there has done so much work. 60 seconds wasted. But down 1 to now be in a 3 versus 2. Psycho still being tagged out by the Legion Mind. Doesn't want to take it out of his foot just yet. Of course, no sprint functionality built in here when you got that there, but it doesn't stop you hitting headshots, Ace. Woogie Man goes down, a 2 versus 2. Can they bring this all the way over the finish line? One push coming in, down by the smoke. Kota collecting the kill. Psycho's got to do something, but Katsang.
I think of Liquid before I think of NIP, to be honest. Sexy Cake will bring Flash, bring Monk. Yeah, Sexy Cake's a brilliant. Do keep on top of the games, but as with everything, don't have time to watch every single one of them. But yeah, I know, like I say, tends to come down to Julio or Psycho. Now then, Muzi comes in and...
This is a pre-fire coming out there, although it did turn into more of a one-Kia side. And someone pointed this out to me earlier on, which was really quite interesting. When you look at the damn one Kia, really, you're looking at Rin, you're looking at Yas. They're the two players that are your big aggressive.
Nobody available to challenge on the windows, but just after that check, Kamikaze drops down. Julio finds the kill onto Katsang with a nade. Yas trades that out, and that is the rotation coming back around, and they haven't kept a hold of where that alibi is playing.
Like I said, Yas playing off by himself, the solo roamer at this point, with Rin already falling down prior. Katsang finding himself out too, and in comes the step forward from Woogie, who is rocking the pistol and the shotgun here. Not necessarily the best at long range, and Kamikaze proving that. 3 versus 1 left for Woogie here. Kamikaze going in for the plan. Woogie just yapping like a terrier from inside a construction with that shotgun that barks its way through. But Ace, what did we say earlier? As your numbers dwindle, the monster becomes all the more terrifying, and that is Shiko in this situation. He's going for a pistol kill. Running on the downstairs, they were using the Candelas upstairs to force control of an empty room. Didn't always make sense, but there are varied use cases for the Ying.
No pun intended, Des, and then you come out with the word flashy for Ying. You drop the biggest pun that we're going to have on the Bravo stream for 3 days. Beautiful.
Should have just pushed straight into it, mate. Next time, I'll take heed. This is a quick update on the other stream, by the way. TSM versus Invictus. Invictus are looking to go 6-4 against TSM if the Charla can't cut you out. Hello. Whoa, I mean, that's aggression. Didn't quite expect that to go down on our stream so soon. Down one have won the round inside what looks to be a minute and 20. Pino's in a 1 versus 2. Diffuser cold on the ground. We thought we were going to see a pretty rapid attack, but not to that level. Shot through the drone hole at long range. Beautiful stuff.
We're going to be coming largely downstairs on site. Completely downstairs on site.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the lineup, right? There's no mute. There's no...
Kitchen hatch closed. To start with, we're going to have kitchen, but we're seeing a push towards that triple wall this time.
Good impact nade coming out, but it doesn't catch absolutely everything. Another round coming in. Yas has got another one in back pocket. In fact, they've got 3 to play with here. And that is a lot of X-Kairos being committed. Another one comes through. There's only 1 left. It's not really worth it. So a couple of cheeky holes being opened.
Blowtorch in pocket, so he's not going to be opening kitchen hatch. So they're pretty much announcing the push to damn one Kia here. It's just whether NIP can outgun them. Muzi drops into oil pit and manages to find one onto Rinton to start things off. Julio's going to have to be a driving factor from Moto here, because their only option is to push into church.
Oh, that one hole. That could be the difference maker, and oh my god, it is. You know what they call it, church wall, Tim? It's because it's holy, and those holes being put to good use. Look at the swing in from Pino. Finds one onto Yas at 3 versus 2. Let's not forget the scoreline is at a 5-5. This is a very decisive round. What a time for Pino to find a 4K.
It is big in terms of the group standings because they're ahead of NIP. That's what you've got to remember. In terms of points at the minute, they are ahead.
With 2 wins, we'll get to 6. They can't catch up. And that's that done and dusted. So that means Invictus sit on 7 points, Team Empire on 5. That's just telling you how close that group is getting as well. We're starting to get that picture now of who the 2 teams are in each group. It's painful to lose it early, of course, because don't forget those discs do charge as the round progresses by. And Yas, not a player you want to be losing this early.
Seen Courted move across into church, but he's actually gone. Goes. He needs to hold on for as long as possible. 58 seconds. This is late to be pushing the Monty into Dirt Tunnel because, of course, the entirety of the round, they need to find a kill onto this smoke. What's going on?
Here he comes down. Hello. Hello. Coated?
I mean, you gotta hear the Monty coming, but Psycho gives his life away. That's a little bit unnecessary. 30 seconds left to go, and that's a big play from Katsang. 2 mistakes coming in there, and Katsang doubles down, finds 2, Kamikaze and Julio, and all of a sudden, this is down 1 Kia's round. Katsang could have an ace here. 15 seconds left to go. He's got the 4K. Muzi is up above. He's gonna take the hatch drop. He finds the kill onto Katsang. Surely he can't close this out in 8 seconds. He gets one. It's 1v1. He can go for the diffuser, but he doesn't have time. He knows he needs to find the kill. Woogie Man doing everything he needs to keep himself alive and then find that final kill. We are going. I just don't know what happened down
here, but he can make it work. Fair play to him. All the more power on his side. Outside of that, it is that triple hard breach again. So although I mentioned it's mainly the Japanese APAC North teams we see doing this kind of thing, NIP clearly really taking a liking to it as well. Constantly, by the way, Psycho's been playing on this long angle. I think from spawn he had the one shot going across the top of the roof to try and get rid of the hatch.
You can just see, I think Yas knows that he's Does he know that he's been spotted out? He's moved himself into bathroom. Julio's just waiting for the rotation. Muzi finds one onto the tight angle. 35 seconds, and there's going to be a flurry of activity very, very soon.
One going down to big one. Rim finds with the C4, comes out. 2 big kills for down one. Pino on the south balcony is assumed position to be able to threaten inside. Kamikaze finds one. A south support would have been quite helpful for that purpose. Pino, in come the flashes. White screening up wherever he can. A grenade comes through, but coated. He's still dug in deep. Yas finds yet another. Down one. Kia may have just found themselves enough to walk away with the round win. Woogie finds another. They're going to do it, Tim.
Into 5 defenders on Church and Arsenal ain't going to be easy. But as we've seen so far, Des, NIP have been playing largely down on site for Church and Arsenal. But this time, they've spread themselves all over the map.
Question is, how much of a mistake or benefit does that prove to be? Apparently, a fan Psycho himself from the field. Now Woogie's looking to press his way, and he knows that someone is lurking inside. Muzi finds another. The swing out onto the breach, maybe doing a bit of damage here. A bit of range coming in. A shotgun kill at that distance. Some good damage out of Pino. Looks like it's going to take all 15 rounds to decide how this one...
They even took the opening death. Julio got the kill onto Yas, but damn one Kia.
You think they can do it?
Have you got a coin?
Hello to the gang on A stream. Welcome over to the B stream madness, where yes, your eyes do not deceive you. The world champions NIP are being very, very shortly. So do stay tuned afterwards, which is where this game will then step across to being. A little bit delirious here in the UK. It's 4 a.m. for me, Tim and Jackie.
There's now then Katsang on the clash. This is an interesting choice. We haven't seen the defensive shield as of yet. We've seen a bit of Monty play. We've seen a bit of Monty success. But Katsang just trying to double down on that method now and get that garage catwalk locked down with the clash. That could be a crucial battleground. The east breach has been opened up quickly by NIP. And this is why they brought the clash, Des, because they've struggled with the Monty from Psycho. And you can see exactly what happens. Clash is a direct counter to the Monty. Not only does the electricity damage through the shield, it also acts as a shield break as well, and it forces the shield away.
Walk as well. A player who maybe lay down there with a gun can't do very much about it, but here they can't do anything about him. The rotation's going to come and they're going to push their way up red. Rin maybe thinking about a jump out here, not yet pulling the trigger and saying, let's save, go for it, it's go time. See the Monty at the top of red, forcing out the first of those smoke canisters, backing his way down. But there's Rin, can't quite get both angles. They kill the Monty off. It's a 3 versus 3, Tim. Have they held on? We've got 45 seconds to play. Another one coming through. Pino now looking to try and challenge onto this clash. Slowly having the life zapped out of him here. Down to about 50 HP, or will be in a second or so. A bit of a pause coming through. The guard break coming out, but the spin went for the 180 and gets knifed in the back. Not quite the one you want to be remembered for there. Unfortunately, Katsang, a 1 versus 2. Pino, can he do it? Because the world champions are about to lose out to Damwon Kia. APAC, a region no one put too much hold in, are about to do it. All it takes is 1 kill onto a low HP Pino. A stand-up, a shotgun blast, an SMG whiff, anything will do the trick. He goes for it, misses the first one, steps in a bit closer. 10 seconds on the clock. Got to make something happen here. Pushes it aggressively. The single shot comes in. Down 1 in this 2-game series coming up against NIP. Take the first win against the world champions.
Once again, APAC, they surprise and they continue to surprise, and I think the whole world are enjoying this right now at the Mexico Major. There is absolutely no certainties when it comes